The first things I think of are education and cost, and I'm going to talk about cost. So the cost for a good education is like way too much. It's very expensive, even for people who have financial aid. Like, I get financial aid, and I still have to buy books almost every semester, and I have to pay some of my tuition. It's terrible. It's way too expensive. And although the cost is steadily growing up, college is not best for everyone. So today I'm going to tell you why college is so expensive and what we can do about it. So, in the last 20 years, according to Mary Bromley, the tuition fees have gone up 110%. It's ridiculous. And cost has risen because of demand, because everybody's pushing for everybody to go to college. They say you'll get you a better job, you'll start off better, more successful, all that. This growth rate is higher than typical inflation for anything else. As you can see in this chart, this top dark blue looking line, that's college tuition and fees. This bottom blue line is the average hourly wage, because as college prices increase so much, wage is not keeping up. It's not increasing nearly as fast, so it's literally setting everybody up to not be able to cover it. Yasmin Mian said that while tuition keeps rising, educators, parents, and even political figures keep pushing students to pursue four-year degrees. A four-year degree is not for everybody. Some people can go to vocational schools, or there's on-the-job training, and some people just go straight into the workforce, and some of that pays more. So, Andrew Jensen said that students are typically taught that these options will not pay as much, or that two-year degrees are less worthy than a university path. And that pressures people to go to four-year schools and get educations that they can't afford, and then they're in debt forever. Another reason for the growing cost is the growing number of students enrolled. Universities raise their tuition costs because they know that people will pay whatever it takes to get a four-year degree, and so it keeps going up. And even though people get financial aid, it's still not enough to cover it. Mary Bromley explained that the demand of higher education is growing, and the university uses it to their advantage. So the increasing demand and enrollment is prompting colleges to raise their costs, because people keep pushing for people to get a college education. A four-year university is not for everyone. Yasmin Mian said that 54% of college students will drop out. So despite the high dropout rate, people still push for college education, which is completely ridiculous, because if you're going to drop out anyway, there's no point in paying all that money. So, but students feel pressured and they do it anyway. So what can we do about it? We can reduce the cost of higher education by reducing the demand. Simple supply and demand. There are multiple other options that are cheaper and less time consuming, and you can make the same amount of money. High school graduates could get a two-year associate's degree, or they could go to a vocational school. They could also do on-the-job training. Mann said that jobs that only require diplomas, such as plumber, electrician, or a wholesale sales representative, make the same amount of money or more than a person with a college degree. So we can teach students that a four-year is not the only option for success, and that careers can be made with jobs without, having a degree. The students can save money, and the universities will eventually have to lower costs to bring students back and bring their enrollment back up. So, college education is already too expensive, and it's still growing. High demand of college degrees push price up every year. And that's dumb, because over 50% of students enrolled drop out anyway, and they can't afford it to begin with, so now they have no degree and debt. So a four-year is not for everyone. There are other options like two-year degrees, on-the-job training, so on and so forth. So by reducing the demand for a college education, we can reduce the cost.